Give it a nice pour. Oh yeah. Going today, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by and checking out this video. Had a little bit of time today. It's been a while since I've been out and making a video, so thought we'd come out here, do a little hike, and get back here in these beautiful woods. As you can see, it's a gloomy gray cloudy day, and we might get some precipitation. They're talking some freezing rain. It's probably about 32 degrees today, so it's a bit chilly. Everything's pretty darn wet, and we're gonna make some coffee with the new Stanley Adventure coffee press. It's not necessarily new to the market, but it is fairly new to me. I've been using it for a couple weeks now, actually probably going on a couple months, and I've used it multiple times, obviously for making coffee, and it actually works really good for a cold brew as well. So we'll get you a little bit closer. I'm gonna unpack the bag, get set up, make a little temporary camp here, and get set up and make some coffee. Alright, so as I said, thought I'd throw everything in the my older Hidden Woodsman Dayruck 2.0. Been using this bag for a couple years now, and it's usually kind of my go-to hunting bag, but had some of this stuff already thrown in there, so I thought I'd go ahead and use this. And I also brought my small little pack chair. So we'll go ahead and get this set up, show you what we're working with. So what I brought today, in case if it started raining, I brought my Snug Pack tarp. Small little Hidden Woodsman Essentials pouch. What I use that for is actually extra batteries and stuff for the cameras. And this is what we'll be talking about today. So this is the Stanley French press. You know, this is something that you can pick up at Walmart or on Amazon. I will leave a link down below if you want to check out the latest prices on it and get yourself one of these. It is an affiliate link, so if you go ahead and use that link, you'll be helping out the channel a little bit. But as you can see, it's all stainless steel construction. No bail on it, which is kind of a bummer, but it's alright. And as you can see, I have not used this over an open fire yet. I tend to use my wood knot coffee press when I'm out, but this thing has been really good on any sort of propane stove or even on the oven, things like that. It has, here's the lid here, nice seal on it, a cutout for the spout, and then just on the inside today I just have my small little coffee tin. Set that aside for right now, just with some coarse ground coffee. And you can see the spout here, and I'm sure everybody knows what a coffee press is intended for. Go ahead and pull that out. You have a nice mesh on the bottom to keep any large particles or debris out of your main coffee. You know, overall pretty good construction. It is a plastic, but this O-ring, I tell you what, if it's dry and you try to push it in there, you're gonna have a hard issue getting it in there. But you can see the inside, As I said before, it's all stainless steel, so if you need to put this on an open fire or a coal bed or something along those lines, you won't have an issue at all. You do have a fill line, so when you put your water in to boil, you don't want to go any higher than that, or else you'll make the same mistake that I did, and as soon as you press your coffee, it's going to come spilling out the side. So today we're just going to be using it on a small propane stove. Boil up some water, put this bad boy in, press down nice and slow, have a nice hot cup of joe. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and toss that somewhere safe. Go ahead and fill up this water. Now what we're going to have to do, since I didn't bring my little pack grill, which was dumb of me, so I'm going to move a little bit of this stuff to the side. I'm going to stick that right in there. We're going to build the fire around it. And get a boil going. Alright, so got this small little cooking fire going, and it's working pretty good. I'll get you a little bit closer, you'll be able to see what we're working with. Pardon the smoke, but just gonna be making a little bit of coffee. Looks like it's just about to boil. And what I do is I bring some coarse ground fresh coffee. This stuff, you want more of a coarse ground, so if you're able to go ahead and grind your own, that's definitely the way to do it. I got a stick about to fall into my hot water here. There we go. But as I said, if you're able to grind your own coffee, that's definitely the way that I would do it. It seems to work a lot better because some of that store-bought stuff, and I've noticed this on my other French presses, is that it'll actually kind of make its way into your coffee. So if you're gonna have real ground, fine ground coffee, then you're gonna be chewing a little bit of your coffee, if you know what I mean. And if you're gonna go through that kind of trouble just to have grounds in your coffee, you might as well just make cowboy coffee. It's not bad if you do it right. Just throw the grounds in there, let it get nice and hot, and stir it around, and then you hit it with some cold water. Most of that stuff settles down to the bottom, and bada bing, you got some real good tasting coffee, if you don't mind a little bit of grit in there. So I'm gonna give this just another minute or so. It looks like we're just about to a boil. You don't want to boil your coffee grounds, because then you're going to have a real bitter coffee. It's gonna bring out all the bitterness in your coffee grounds, and it's really it's not gonna be the best tasting coffee. So as soon as this thing starts to get into a rolling boil, which obviously you can do if you're using any unknown water source from a stream or a lake or anything like that, or even runoff from the winter, get a nice rolling boil for a while just to kill any impurities in the water. Go ahead and pull it off the fire, put your coffee grounds in there, give it a nice stir, let it sit there for maybe 3 to 5 minutes depending on how strong you like your coffee. I like my coffee pretty looks like we're almost boiling. I like my coffee pretty strong, so we'll leave it in there for a while, and I'm going to add quite a bit of grounds. So yeah, let me switch you over. We're just about to add some coffee grounds. So, oh shoot, from jumping around so much. So I got some real coarse, I don't know if you can see that very well, real coarse coffee grounds that I just ground up, and I'm just gonna dump a bunch of this in there. So, okay, so as I said, real coarse coffee grounds, we're just gonna add it. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. As I said, I like mine nice and strong. just give it a little stir. Pocket spork. Get yours today. Let's see, it's nice and frothy there. We're gonna let that set for, as I said, about 3 to 5 minutes. And I'm keeping it by the fire just to keep it warm. That's all I'm really doing. As I said before, you don't necessarily want to boil your coffee because it will taste bitter as hell. So, time to wait. Getting chilly out. Winter is coming. So it's nice to have some warm coffee. All you coffee junkies out there, this is a good little piece of kit. Any French press, to all those haters out there that say French presses are girly, you know who you are. You've been in my comments before, and shame on you. You must not know good coffee. I would take this type of coffee system over instant coffee any day. Nothing against instant coffee. I use it quite a bit. But if you're going to sit there and tell me that instant coffee is better than doing it this way, I don't know what you're smoking. But it must be good. Because it doesn't even compare to a fresh brew. Instant coffee. Nice fine mesh on the bottom of here. That's going to keep all those ground particles out of there. I'm thinking this is looking pretty darn good. It's been about 3 or 4 minutes, going on 4 minutes, so give it a little bit longer. Alright, take the press of said coffee press, and you're going to press it right down into there. I'm going to move this away from the fire just a little bit so I don't burn my hands. Make sure you're on nice stable ground. And what you're going to do is get that nice and fitted in there. And just start pushing real slow. Real slow. Until it stops. And there's your nice hot coffee. Let's go ahead and give this a pour, huh? Grab your vessel. I'm going to put the lid on, kind of keep it warm. She is now broken in properly. This is what all my pots look like, especially all my Stanley gear. Black and sooty, but man, this stuff, it's a good product. Let's go ahead and give it a pour here. I'm going to stop right there. Little on the weak side. So all you got to do is pull your coffee press back up like this. Give it a little stir. Let that sit for a while longer. I mean, I don't know if you can see that without spilling it. It's not super dark, but man, it's hard to beat. That aroma, man, that aroma makes it worth it. Not as strong as I'd like, which is why we're waiting a little bit. Fire's dying down. Oh, fresh cup of joe. forest. I mean, it's hard to beat. Hard to beat. Tastes delicious. Tastes delicious. Give it a little stir. I mean, if you've seen any of my other videos on these, this Stanley gear, I mean, everybody knows Stanley makes good quality gear, but their Adventure series, you know, I'll leave links down below, or I'll put a little iCard thing up here with the new YouTube stuff. I always neglect to do that, so you'll find the links down in the description if I can't figure how to put it up here. But for the frying pan, the Stanley Adventure frying pan, and also the little cook kit, if you haven't seen those, they all look like this when it's all said and done. But for the price, it can't be beat. It can't be beat. As I said, I mean, I use a lot of different gear, but I mean, if you're just starting out or on a budget, things like that, or if you're experienced and you just want, you know, to kind of change it up, it's really good quality stuff for the price. I mean, you know, each thing is right around 20 bucks. I think the fry pan's maybe a little bit more. The little food prep cook kit's like 15 bucks. This French press is like 21 bucks. I mean, you could have a whole cook system for less than, you know, 50, 60 bucks. It might not be the most lightweight, but it doesn't weigh a lot. So let's go ahead and give this another press. Let's see what she looks like here coming out. Go ahead and give it a nice pour. Oh yeah. I think that was a thumbnail right there. Let's see if you can see this. This is nice. This is how I like it. Oh, I just saw a deer. Just saw a deer. Looked up over this ridge and was like, what the hell are you doing? I'm sitting in the woods drinking coffee. Oh man. So, yeah, it's hard to beat. I think it's starting to rain actually. I'm under this canopy with these evergreens and stuff like that, so luckily I'm kind of shielded. But as I was saying, you know, whether it's on a small little foldable stove, on your kitchen stove, on an open fire, you know, these little Stanley gear, Adventure gear is bomb-proof. And I mean, this makes a mean cup of joe. I might have said it at the beginning of the video. Even when it was warmer out, you know, you might not always want a hot cup of coffee. I kind of got into the cold coffee this year, gave it a try, the cold brew. And this little Adventure, Stanley Adventure kit, same concept, but you kind of reverse it. Put your grounds in first, pour some nice cold drinking water on top of it, fill it up to that fill line, put it in your refrigerator and let it sit there for like 12 to 16 hours, depending on how strong you want it. I mean, you can go up to like 24 hours if you want some like freaking syrup. That stuff will be strong. But yeah, and then in the morning, just freaking grab a cup of ice, do a pour over. You know, if you're into, you know, cream and sugar and stuff like that, add it to it. You get a really good cold brew. But, you know, I'm looking forward to using this and my other French press a lot more this winter. I'm going to try to get out and do some more camping trips and some more videos like this. So if this is something you like, give it a thumbs up. It does help the channel, and I've been kind of slacking on making videos, so hopefully I can get out and start making some videos again. Get out, do things like this, whether it's just little jogs out into the woods and have some coffee, or meals. Need to get out and do some more reviews, things like that. But yeah, give it a thumbs up. It does help the channel. Share it with a friend if that's, if you got any friends that might be interested in stuff like this. And if you haven't already, click that subscribe button. We're getting up there. I don't see this channel like blowing up or anything like that, but I like doing it. It's fun for me. I like making these videos and sharing stuff like this with you guys. So feel free to share it and subscribe if you're not already. Hit the little bell notification, because I'm not sure what's up with YouTube, but if I look at my analytics, like 98% of my video views are not from subscribers. So a lot of people are watching my videos, but nobody's subscribing. So feel free to do that and hit that bell notification so that you're notified. Other than that, this is Matt with Outside the Box. Thanks for stopping by. Go ahead and get yourself outside, and with a friend, by yourself. Make a little fire, have a cup of joe, just hang out in nature. That's what it's all about. So anyways, we'll see you on the next video. Take care.